Hi, intermediate strings. This is week 4 of these exciting online learning, which I hope you're enjoying. I'm getting a little bit like, I'm ready to go back to school. And I know you guys are going back to school soon, but we are not until next term. So we're still here. We're still doing this. But I do like my Miss Kitty video this week. I'm like, it's silly. It's actually helpful, but it's silly. So today, we are going to be playing through supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Now, for each section, I will probably only go from the beginning to bars 21. But I think each section, like violin 1 to violin 3, I can't remember who does the open string part, but I will do an open string part just in case. And the cellos, obviously. But for each section, I'll be setting like a metronome time that you guys can play along to. So I think first violins, like you could probably play at a faster speed. Second violins can probably play up a little faster. Third violins, I'll do a slightly easier one. I don't even think anyone is doing an open string part, but anyway, I'll do all versions just in case. So if you've got a violin easy up the top, you can play along with that one as well. So I will do all of them. And then cellos, because you guys have to do a little bit more movement, I won't make it crazy fast for you either. So let's get into it. First violins are up first. Because first, we should go back. Next week I'll go the other way. I'll go cellos and then all the way through. Okay, first violin. Okay, hey first violins. I'm going to set my metronome on. And we're going to go from the beginning. Now, a lot of my students I know have played this piece of music, so they can actually do it quite fast. So what I'm going to do is a slow practice version and then a fast version, because I know those students of mine love playing through that first section nice and fast. So let's have a look. And then, in the next couple of weeks when I do the run rabbit part, but anyway, okay. Metronome. Let's go ti, ti, ta. I'm going to put it on to 90. It's very loud. So this is clicking our crotchet beats. And I have a feeling all of my first violins can keep up with this tempo. So if you can't, obviously just listen, pause, play through it. It's there as a practice, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So first I've just gone up to 21. If that was nice and easy for you, let's try a faster tempo. So I was on 90 on my metronome, and if you have a metronome at home, I hope now after these couple of weeks you're like, metronome, what's this metronome? And you go bug your parents to download it for free on your iPads, your iPhones, your Android phones, your laptops, your smartwatches. Those things that monitor your running, literally anything that has a battery these days can be a metronome. Okay, so I've been on 90, but I'm going to bump it up to 120. Let's see how that sounds like. I reckon we can push it further. 130. Okay, this is a good challenge speed, I think. This is like a good speed that you could be like, ooh, I'm like trying to keep up right now. Okay, so that means we're going ti, ti, ta, low, low, high, high, low, lift, pluck. All right, this is a good challenge speed. So if you can't do the speed, go back, play the other one a couple of times, work your way to this one. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Play, lift, pluck, and class, I hope that was a good challenge for you. I know there's a few of my students who love to play this piece nice and fast. So whenever we do get a chance to play it together, they like to push that tempo. So you can just go back to this video and keep playing it over and over again. Great. Next week, we'll do the Run Rabbit section. Oh, and I'll do a fast version of that too, obviously. Okay, this has already been 5 minutes of your life, or 4 minutes and 8 seconds of your life. I will see you again soon first. Goodbye. Hello, second violins. How is everyone doing? I got to see on Zoom the other week, I saw Beanie, which was nice. She was at Lotta's house as a play date. And who else do I teach in second violins? Oh, I teach Maddie Hyde. There's not a lot of you that I get to see very often, but I do think about you guys all the time and I miss you. And I hope these videos are kind of a nice way to remember what my face looks like and what Miss Kitty sounds like. But anyway, seconds, we're going to go through supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and we're going to go from the start up to bar 21. Now, I did a slower version for the first and a fast version, and there are a few, I reckon, in second violins who could probably take a faster version too. So I will do a slow version and then I'll do a fast version, just in case you're like, that was easy and you want something a bit more of a challenge. So I'm going to take my metronome all the way down to 80. Yeah, I'm going to take it down to 80. I think that's a good speed. And if this is too fast as well, you can just listen a couple of times and then just practice the first beginning part to 21. But at least this will give you an idea. Now, you obviously have the melody like the first violin, so there's no shock horror there. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seconds, so we got all the way to 21. What I'm going to do now is a faster version for those who would like the challenge. So if you're like, ooh, what's the challenge? Just have a listen. See if you can keep up. It actually doesn't even matter. Like, try and keep up. If you fall apart, try and jump ahead. It's a great way of, like, when you're playing in an ensemble, if you make mistakes, how to pick yourself back up again. So just have fun. These videos are just for fun. So I've got it on 80 right now. Let's bump it up to... Let's take it to 110. 110. Ooh. Okay, I think that's a good challenge. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and... Seconds, so that was the challenge speed at 110. If you got through that and you got all the way to the end and you didn't make any mistakes, that's fantastic. If you got through that and you did make mistakes but you still got to the end, even cooler. That's great. It means you're on the right track to becoming the better violinist than me. Okay, seconds. Miss you guys. Ugh. Better go do the thirds now. Bye, kitty cats. Ooh. I'm supposed to press stop on the screen. Oh man, it's Sunday morning, yay. Hello, third violins. I guess you could say violas as well because they've got the same part. Oh, violas. I know that I always do a part for you, but it's literally the same thing. We're not using C string. Would you be offended if this was third violin viola section? I'm going to say you are offended, but don't be mad at me this week. I'll do a special one for you next week. Okay, third violins and violas, because now I have to mention them every 5 seconds so they don't feel left out. I love you, violas. We are going to go from the start of Supercala, and we're going to go to bar 21. I'm going to do a slow version first. Oh, and don't forget thirds. You might be looking at your part and it says, hang on, I'll show you the difference between them. Okay, so there's 2 different versions. There's like a third violin part, which literally says violin 3 and in brackets viola, which means it's a third violin part. It uses fingers, okay? And then there is the violin easy, this one here, which is open strings, okay? So I will do one of these, but I'm not entirely sure if anyone's even playing this part in our ensemble. But I want to do it anyway because you might open up and be like, I've got the violin easy, what does it sound like? So I will do one of this one as well, so don't stress. So violin 3's violas, we are going to play from the start to bar 21. I'm going to do a slow version first. And then I'm going to do a fast version. Now, next week, violas and third violins, you guys get the melody, which is so exciting. So from bars 25 to 30, from bar 25 to 40, you guys have the melody. So if you're like, oh, the bar part's boring this week, don't stress, because next week you get the melody, and that's so exciting. So what am I going to put my metronome timing onto? Let's put it all the way down to 70. And if this is too slow, don't worry, I will do a challenge speed after that. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Let's do this. Okay, thirds and violas. Exact same part. Oh, except for, sorry, actually, hang on. I must hold my tongue. The viola part does not go, well, it goes D and A together, da, 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 and then it just does A. It doesn't have an E string, obviously. So, sorry, violas. It's not exactly the same. Because I'm sure you've already like, it's not exactly the same. I know my violas. Okay, sorry. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And high, low, high, low. Lift and pluck. D. So thirds and violas, we got all the way up to 21 at a nice leisurely pace. You might have even thought that might be too fast, and that is so fine too. So what you can do is just keep listening back to this, follow your, get your finger and follow along the notes, and then pause the video, play those 2 or 3 bars at a time. But this video is something to be rewound and gone back to all the time, okay? It's not just to be watched once and played along with once. Ideally, I'd like you to try and use this video through the whole week as a little practice. Plus, I'm a great practice buddy. It's me, Monique. Okay, we're gonna do a fast version because sometimes they're like, that was boring, and I understand. But you get the melody next week, don't forget. Okay, so we're on 70. Let's bump it up to 100. It's a big jump. You're gonna hear it. Ooh. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. D2, open D, hold your D1, A, D1, open A, slow D, and D, D2, open A, A1, A1, open A, and A, 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. So thirds and violas, that is your challenge tempo this week, was at 100. If you are working with the metronome at home, you can put it onto 70, you could make it slower. As long as you are moving on that click, that's your crotchet beats, the black notes, and that you are holding 2 clicks for the minims, okay? I should have probably explained that to everybody, but I don't know. You guys get the bonus material. Okay, I've got nothing else to add. It's Sunday. What are you guys doing on Sunday? What should I eat for lunch? Send me messages. I miss hearing from everybody. Okay. Goodbye thirds, goodbye violas. I'll see you soon. Okay, if you were watching the third violin's viola part and you were like, oh my god, that is not my part, it is probably because you are playing the violin easy part. So this is the open stringer part, which is also great. And I will do 2 versions for you guys. I'm going to do a slower version, practice buddy version, and a fast version if you would like the challenge. Now, I'm not sure if anyone is even playing this part, but if you are watching this, I'm glad that you're playing this part. So I'm going to put my metronome down to 70, just like we did for the third violins. And we're going to move on the click, and then I'll do a fast version just in case you want a good challenge, because we've got open strings, so it's not like you have to think about fingers right now. Okay, here we go. Both D and A string, 3, 4. Open D. 1, 2. Another 4 Ds. Open A. Hold. 4 open A's. 1, 2. Again. One more time. Open D. Hold. 4 Ds. 1. A good practice speed open stringers that you can play along with me at home and follow how many notes you've got, because there's a lot of open strings there, so you got to really follow all of them. Okay, I'm going to bump my tempo up now to 100. It's a lot faster, but I think it'll be fine. I think it's just fun to like try and keep up, and if you fall apart, try and pick yourself back up again. The best cues is jump in when you hear those long notes, because then you're like, oh, we're up to there, next word. Okay, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, sorry. That was right. 2, 3, go. Play, lift, pluck. D. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open A. D open stringers. All right, well, I hope that was fun for you guys. I know maybe no one's even watching this part because it doesn't, no one's playing an open string part. But if you are, I'm so glad I did one. Hello, cellos. We are working on supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And today I'm working from bars the start to bars 21. Now, cellos, you've got a lot of rests and a lot of dun, dun, done. So I'm going to do a nice slow version so that you guys can move around your cellos, and then I'm going to do a faster version for those who would like the challenge, okay? So let's find a good tempo to start with. Why don't we start back at 75? Oopsie, hang on. Dun, dun. Okay, that's a nice slow tempo, really good practice tempo. And then for those who want the challenge to go faster, play through this and then do the fast version. All right, so let me check. I don't even know if my cello's in tune. Yeah, she's okay. All right, here we go. So starting on open D first. Ready, go. So third, rest, one, rest, and that last fourth finger, I'll do that again, last bar, oh man, okay, wish me luck in the fast version, kids, oh my god, okay. So that was the slow version. Hopefully you played better than me. And I would like to do a faster version for those who would like the challenge. So I'm going to bump my metronome up to 100. Okay, let's have a listen to that. D, rest, one, rest. So you got to be quick on moving those fingers around and that bow around your cello. But if you're like, ooh, I want to give this a go, see how fast you can go. It's so fun. All right, here we go. 1, 2, open D. Over in that one. Now I can't remember if I've done a Supercala easy version of this. I might have to look through, but if I have done a part that you don't have in front of you, please email me and I will send you my own video to do that for you. But hopefully everyone's got this version. Okay. Cellos. You know I miss you already. Got so many Desky Awards for everybody as well. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do, a Desky Award video. I gotta do that. Okay, cellos. Slow practice first, then do the fast practice. I can't wait to see you guys soon. Goodbye.